In this video we are going to talk about divisibility rules for numbers. Sometimes it's good to know whether you can divide a number by another before starting the division. So, for example, if you have 1518, it would be great if you were to know whether it's divisible by 4 or not. And by divisibility we mean if a number is divisible by another number, then after the division there will be no remainder, so that number will divide the given number perfectly. So, what are the rules? So if a number is divisible by 2, most probably, certainly it's even. So odd numbers are not divisible by 2 as they give a remainder 1. So it must be an even number so that you can divide by 2. When it comes to divisibility by 4, obviously it must be even, but it also has to be in the times table of 4. For example, if you have 716, right, then these two digits, 16, must be divisible by 4, so that you can say 716 is divisible by 4. Well, 16 is in the 4's times tables, right? So this is 4 times 4. So 16 is divisible by 4. This means 716 is divisible by 4 as well. Now you may say, what about 3? Well, there you go. Divisibility by 3 is that you have to add the digits of the given number, and it must be a multiple of 3. For example, if you have 140, let's say 4, right? 144. Is it divisible by 3? Well, to check it out, you have to say 1 plus 4 plus 4, and this gives you a 9. Now, 9 is a multiple of 3. Therefore, yes, 144 is divisible by 3. Whereas, if you try, let's say, 2170, well, adding them, right, 2 plus 1 plus 7 plus 0, this will give you a 10. 10 is not a multiple of 3, therefore this number, 2170, is not divisible by 3. The same rule applies to divisibility by 9, but this time the sum of the digits must be a multiple of 9. For example, if I have 15,785, I just made up the number, let's check if this is divisible by 9. Well, I have to go like 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 plus 5. Now, 5 plus 5 is 10, 11 plus 7 it's 18, plus 8 it's gonna be 26. 26 is not a multiple of 9. Therefore, this number is not divisible by 9. However, if this number would be not 85 but 86, one more, then I would change this one. The sum of the digits would be 27, which is a multiple of 9. And this number is divisible by 9 because the sum of digits is a multiple of 9. When it comes to 5, it's not that hard. You have to check whether the ones digit is 0 or 5. For example, 1746. Well, the ones digit is not 0 or 5, so this is not divisible, whereas 7645 is divisible because it ends with a 5, or 170 is divisible because it ends with a 0, so these are divisible by 5. If we consider divisibility by 10, so let's try it again, by 10, then the number, the ones digit, must be 0 only. So in that case, well, 1746 is still not divisible. Now here, 7645 is not divisible by 10, whereas 170 will, because it ends with a 0. You can combine these rules to end up with other divisibility rules. For example, divisibility by 6 is a combination of divisibility by 2 and 3. Why is that so? Because 6 is 2 times 3. So, if you check whether a number is divisible by 2 and by 3, then it is divisible by 6. Now, if you consider 15, okay, 15 is divisible by 3 because 1 plus 5 is 6 and 6 is a multiple of 3, whereas it is not divisible by 2 because it's an odd number. Now, you can check this for, let's say, a bigger number. For example, it's going to be 246, right? So, this is an even number, therefore we have to say now that it is divisible by 2. Now, let's check if it is divisible by 3. I'm going to write down the sum of digits, which will give me 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 is a multiple of 3, so it is divisible by 3. Therefore, now I can say that this number is divisible by 6. You can find a rule for 12, which is 3 times 4. You can find a rule for 15, which is 3 times 5, and so on. Altogether, the list of rules is here. Now is your turn. Find out which of the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, which of them divide 4815. Show your work on your book and submit your work online. Thank you.